So you just finished the MSQ and hit level 100. What now? Hi everyone, I'm Vera, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the MSQ as much as I did, and now since it's over, the game is completely open to us and you're completely free to move about the cabin. What I aim to do in this video is offer a couple of directions for those who aren't sure of where they want to start first. Everything talked about in this video is not in any particular order, nor do you have to do all of the things if you don't want to. Because this video is talking about endgame content, there are a couple of story spoilers. I'll try to avoid them as much as possible for those still progressing, but a couple things are unavoidable to some extent. So, without further ado, immediately after turning the last MSQ quest, there are a bunch of new blue unlock quests to unlock. Nearby is the Wandering Minstrel to unlock the extreme versions of the first two trials. Unlock these if you have any interest in doing those two fights. Next, head on over to the Hunt area and unlock the rest of the Hunt quests. This chain will have you move all over the place, so be prepared to travel some. Then you'll want to pick up the two new Expert Dungeon quests. The first one you can pick up is in Tuliolal by talking to Zekihan, and picking it up unlocks It Belongs in a Museum. This quest will lead you to unlocking the Tender Valley. The other is in Solution 9 by talking to Nostalgia and picking up Something Stray in the Neighborhood. This will lead you to unlocking the Strayboro Deadwalk. Once you unlock both of these dungeons, you'll be able to complete the daily Expert Dungeon Roulette. Next, and honestly the only one where I'd recommend completing first, is Aether Currents. Completing these in each zone unlocks flying, which is a huge quality of life increase when trying to do literally anything else in the game. Getting these done as soon as possible has tremendous value, since once it's done, you won't have to worry about it ever again for the rest of the expansion. You should already have the MSQ Aether Current quest done if you waited to do these till the end like I did, so just do the rest of the blue Aether Current quests and go pick up all of the rest of the nodes around each map. Once you get all your Aether Currents up, it'll make what I talk about next much more enjoyable. A couple times a day, there are massive hunt trains that you can join to kill special A-rank hunt targets around the maps for sacks of nuts, tomes, and materia clusters. Right now, these materials are selling for a lot, so it's a good way to make some gil for very low effort. Most data centers have a hunt dedicated Discord server that will notify you of any trains popping up. If not, keep a sharp eye in the Party Finder Hunt section for groups that pop up. Another thing you can do is spam fates in each zone. These are a great way to level a second job, as each fate gives little over 500,000 experience each, with frequent bonuses. These also give bi-colored gemstones, which you can use at gemstone merchants to purchase ingredients and materials that sell for a lot and are useful for crafting. There are also groups popping up for fate grinding in Party Finder, so if that interests you, check those out and get them done faster. Another thing you can do is start leveling your crafters and gatherers. This is also a great way to make lucrative amounts of gil if you're willing to put in the effort, especially at the start of an expansion. To start, go unlock the Waku Meki Meki custom delivery quests for a good chunk of one-time experience and scripts. These scripts are very important because they are used to unlock the special timed notes in gathering and the master recipes for crafters. Then, you can choose a leveling method that works best for you. Gather and craft collectibles for big experience and scripts, or do leave quests that offer quick, substantial experience as well. Though I would prioritize these for crafters if you plan on leveling everything. Another thing you can do is start farming Tomestones of Aesthetics to get your combat jobs some good starting gear. This gear can be bought from Zircon in Solution 9 for 700 item level gear pieces. If you plan on farming the extreme trials, prioritize getting the left side tome gear first, as the weapon and accessories will eventually be replaced. There are many ways to farm these tomes, the quickest being hunt trains, netting you anywhere from 500 to 1,000 tomes per run, depending on the train. You could also spam the newly acquired expert dungeons for 80 tomes per run. The daily roulettes also offer a big chunk of tomes if you do it on a level 100 job. Crystalline Conflict and Frontline both give these tomes as well. So if you're into it, the short Crystalline Conflict game mode can get you a bunch of these tomes pretty quickly. Once you have the gear, you can put it to good use tackling the 2 new extreme trials. Even if you don't consider yourself a raider, these fights are very fun to progress through and are forgivable enough to power through. The first extreme drops 710 item level weapons and a pair of wings as a mount shown in the pre-Dawntrail release live letter, and each kill gives 1 totem. The second extreme drops 710 item level accessories and also another pair of wings as a mount. Each kill also gives 1 totem. Both extremes also drop crafting materials that you can either sell on the market board or hold onto when you're able to craft the items they turn into. If you're like me and extremely unlucky when it comes to loot rolls, then you can stock up totems to turn in for the gear pieces you need. Each weapon costs 10 totems, and each accessory costs 5 totems. You can head to Solution 9 and talk to Uashepia to turn these in. At the time of this recording, the new raid isn't out yet, but if you're watching this after July 16th, you could also do the new raid series. These will give out tomes, but also tokens that you can exchange for gear. Keep in mind that when it first comes out, you're limited to 1 token per raid boss each week, so make sure you know which gear piece you want first before rolling on items. If you're unsure when you run the raid, it's also okay to pass on the loot and run it again later that week when you have a better idea of what you want. If what I said so far doesn't have any appeal, another thing you can do is start leveling other jobs. With the expansion, every job got some new toys to play with, or entirely different kits altogether to try out. How you level these is up to you. You could spam the new Dawntrail MSQ dungeons, you could spam fates, explore the maps and complete the sightseeing log, or complete the yellow side quests in each zone, or you could even RP as a Viper and go on your daily guildship hunts. Speaking of Viper, did you know I have a playlist of Viper videos that dive deep into how it works? If you're interested, click the blurb in the top right corner of this video to be taken to a playlist with those videos. These were made before the release of Dawntrail, but everything talked about there is still a great starting point to get moving and grooving, or slithering if you prefer. I'm currently working on a comprehensive Viper guide with updated information. If that's something you want to see, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I hope this video gave you an idea of where to start in the endgame, and I hope you enjoy the rest of Dawntrail. Thanks for watching. Until next time.